Hello friends. This is a story about a man called Solomon, who had a problem with his memory. In Moscow, in the year 1928.
Okay, let me go to the office to meet the editor.
Hello Solomon. I know a doctor who can treat you. He can treat your memory disorder and help you to relax.
Okay, let me go and visit the doctor. Thank you so much.
Solomon walks to the doctor called Alexander Luria.
My name is Solomon. My editor sent me to see you because of my memory.
What's wrong with it?
People say that I have an exceptional memory. The fact is, I can remember every single thing that has happened to me since I was 1 year old.
Fascinating, but unlikely.
There was an uncomfortable silence, broken only by the ticking of the large old clock on the mantelpiece.
Oh well, I suppose we would better test you. I would like you to try to remember this sequence of numbers.
The doctor quickly jotted down a series of 30 numbers, and then read them out to the young man. Solomon looked even more worried, and gazed briefly into nothing. His dark dreamy eyes seemed fixed on a distant object that Luria couldn't see. Solomon repeated the numbers perfectly. Doctor gasped with amazement and confusion.
I could say them backwards, if you like.
30 years later, in the year 1958. Alexander Luria sat in the warm sunshine, gazing vacantly at his garden. He was lost in thought, and as usual he felt rather tired. In front of him lay a pile of old papers, covered in his spidery handwriting.
How do I turn them into a book? Where to begin? That's the first problem.
Why not begin at the beginning?
Luria looked up in surprise at the man standing in front of him. The visitor's hair was gray with age.
Oh Solomon, I'm so sorry. I quite forgot you were here. Now what were we saying?
We were discussing the book you were going to write about memory, and our 30 years of working together. That's why you invited me here at 4:24 p.m. yesterday.
Has it been that long? I think I'll begin my book on the day in June. When was it? I think in 1929. When you first came to see me.
It was 1928 and the month was May. I remember you in your gray suit sitting in your rocking chair. And that old-fashioned clock you had. And then those 30 numbers, what were they now? 62 30 1941. And so on.
God. That's amazing. How could one remember the exact sequence of numbers with accuracy over a gap of 30 years?
That's what you said at that time.
But you must have remembered millions of pieces of information since then. You are a lucky man, Solomon. I do admire this gift of yours.
It's no gift. As I told you in 1928, it's a curse. I often wished I could forget things. Sometimes all these facts and numbers and lists jostle in my mind like a huge crowd, like words in poetry, or sparks in a fireworks display. They drive me crazy. The greatest gift is to forget things. Forgetting is a wonderful thing.
After years of patient study, Luria figured out the secret of Solomon's astonishing memory. It was due to the way his mind worked. Solomon suffered from a brain disease called synesthesia. Incredible though it sounds, this rare brain disease made Solomon experience sounds as colors.
And that's how the story ends. If you have synesthesia, you would surely love science. Bye bye friends.